My name is Jonathan Fink. I'm the author of The Baseball Gods Are Real, Spirits of the Gridiron, the Republic Baseball League, and the Sports Card Collectors Club. I'm a junk wax kid. I remember my first pack was 1981 in kindergarten at a birthday party. I remember opening up the cards and every helmet was a different color. And then in second grade, that's when I really became a sports card junkie. The school bus was basically a gambling hall. When I found out in the back of the bus, all the older kids were playing a game called Flip, where they were gambling cards. Even though I was a second grader, I worked my way to the back of the bus and said, hey, what's going on here? I want in. And so literally, where most kids wouldn't want to go to school during their childhood, I actually really did. Because I couldn't wait every day to go trade cards and flip them. And sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. I was hooked. And from there, I went to ripping packs and building sets. And then I was dormant for 20, 30 years. The difference with me is that during the pandemic, that's when most of those junk wax kids got back into the business. I was busy writing books. It was during the pandemic that I wrote the Republic Baseball League, a fictional novel about Kevin Dempsey, who's a college professor. And this college professor loves baseball cards. And so developing this character, writing that book, got me back into the hobby. And then when the pandemic ended, I saw an advertisement for a trade card show, and I had to go. And the first step into that place was at the Fountain of Youth, and I was just so happy and just feeling all the good vibes again. And that's when I saw a 1964 Willie Mays card. And Willie Mays was my dad's favorite player. And my dad was a big collector, a big set builder. In fact, he had 1954, 55, 56 complete sets. Of course, unfortunately, my grandparents, classic story, this is very typical, but they were moving out of their apartment in the Bronx from the Queens, and my dad didn't have room for it in his small apartment. He was in law school, and into the incinerator they went. So even though I grew up hearing all about my dad's amazing card collection, I never got to see them. I never got to hold their cards. And so when I found that Willie Mays card, I found two of them. I bought them both. One for my PC and one for my dad. And that's when I realized, you know what? I'm going to rebuild my dad's collection. And then from there, I started buying Willie Mays cards for every year. And for Father's Day, my dad's birthday, I would gift him one card at a time. And then by building up that Willie Mays PC, I was fully back into the hobby. I had to go deep, and I started ripping cards myself again and fully embracing the hobby like I did back when I was a kid.
And wow, Jacob Wilson rookie card, Mojo Refractor. That's going to the gallery. That's a real hit. That's a beauty.
My day job is I'm a financial advisor, so I've been investing for over 20 years. In a way to express my love for the hobby, I decided, you know, what if I write an investment book, Sports Card Collectors Club, and treat the stock market the same way I would treat the card market. And so I thought, well, how would a day trader invest in cards? You know, how would a venture capitalist buy and sell cards? How would a hedge fund do it? So each chapter is a different investment thesis. However, as I would go through my trials and tribulations, I realized that for as much fun as I was having investing, there was something missing. And one day I was watching the Royals game on television, and it was a rain delay. And the Card Life television show came on. And, you know, to be interviewed by the Card Life now is very surreal, but I was watching that episode, I was watching Matt Strom open cards and rip packs, and I started getting the warm, fuzzy feelings. I said, this is what I want to be doing. I want to get back to really collecting and ripping cards and building sets. And that's when the story of my book has a change. I go from investing back to collecting. And so I went back to the junk wax era. And I bought every single complete set from the 70s all the way through the 80s into the 90s. I want to continue to build out my portfolio. My room is a little museum. So the ultimate set goal was to rebuild the 86 Flair NBA set. My dad was a big inspiration for me for this hobby, and also to be an author, to do something different, to create. You know, life was a dream, and I'm grateful for all these life experiences.